Kenya is a funny country. Kenya is a country where suddenly things shoot up. Everybody is rushing heckler steckler over something. Do you remember there was a time when everybody was looking for quail's eggs? It goes that way, it reaches somewhere, another thing comes up. Currently, people are on, actually, they are prominent hospitals. If someone mentioned them to you, you would be shocked. This is no longer the case of backstreet clinics that are doing ABCD. We are hearing cases of very respectable hospitals dealing in human human organ harvesting, especially kidneys. It is now the quail story of today. But then, if we talk about quail stories, that is quails. Hmm? Your hen may lay a very small egg. You paint it a bit and sell somebody telling him or her that is a quail. But you see, we are now talking on human rights, human lives, and we are talking about harvesting body parts from people. Actually, in this particular case, we are talking about people who leave their homes, go to such places willingly and deliberately, going to sell their human organs, and in this case, kidneys. We are not going to talk about cases. We have had cases in Kenya where a prominent doctor was had several cases where when he was performing post-mortem on various bodies, he would remove some organs. Actually, there's even a case where he and his sons were arrested while coming out of the morgue, and in their bag they were found with human. So I'm not talking of such cases. I'm not talking of cases where doctors sneak into the morgue, steal human organs. I'm not talking about cases where you are seriously sick and they put you to sleep, and in the morning you find that they have. No, I'm not talking of that. I'm talking of cases where one leaves his or her home, goes to such a facility, is given money, he or she is given money, then is operated and goes home with the money. Those are the cases I'm handling in this. I am one person who believes that Kenyans, especially the middle age, should have a will that when they die, any of their body organs can be used to transplant into any other living person. I really encourage people who are in their middle age. Some of us, because of age, they may harvest organs from us when we are dead, but you'll find that since the organ has been in somebody's body for 70 years and you transplant it to somebody who is 30 years, I hope you understand. But if somebody is in his 40 or her 40s and dies, there are some body organs that can be quickly be harvested and taken to assist, not even save, to assist a living person. I know of some people, of some cases, someone dies and his or her irises are harvested and taken to a living person. I would really encourage Kenyans of the middle age that should they die and certain organs in their bodies that can assist to save a person living, I would really encourage them to write in their wills or to express in their wills such things. It may be a challenge to we elderly because our organs are already uh, old or something. Is it old? So that is the one point I wanted to say. I am not an expert in medical issues, but I believe that things such as iPads, etc. can be harvested from a recently deceased person and given to a living person. But I would want to state to quickly say here that if your relative dies and any part, any organ from him or her, one organ or even more organs from him or her, I think the family should not sell. Should not sell. It should be just a contribution. But in some traditions, such as Luhya, the family that is receiving such things have got to send something as an appreciation. I think I'll not talk much about that because Luhyas form a very small, I nearly say insignificant. I'm not Olelenko. Luhyas form a very small percentage of my viewers. So I just wanted to say that. But some items, such as kidneys, cannot be given just to anybody. Some items, such as kidneys, cannot be given to anybody. Kidneys are given from close relatives. You cannot, for example, uh, if your relative is dead, immediately that relative is dead, the heart is taken and given to another person, transplanted to another person. If they are coming from, let's say, I'm, I'm not an expert in medical. Supposing they come from the same blood group, they have the same, I don't know, whatever layers and whatever. It is possible for things such as heart, irises of the eye, blah blah blah. Those things can be harvested and given to another person. But things such as kidney can only be given to a relative and a very, very close relative. There also has to be some tests. There has to be also some tests. For example, the one who is going to give a kidney to a relative, that person has to be tested both the kidneys. You may have one functioning kidney and the other one weak or even dead. Now, if you have one functioning kidney and the other one is weak or dead, of course you cannot contribute or offer a dead kidney or a sick kidney. And also, you cannot give out the good one, remain with one which is sickly or something. So they have to do a lot of tests. They also have to test to see that your kidney is can withstand when the other one is not there. And then also, uh, apart from offering your kidney, you have to be consult a lot. You have to be consult a lot. What I'm seeing here is there is no counseling, there is nothing. You just go there like this young man. He signs something, he goes, lies down, the kidney is removed, is given 600,000, is told to go. There is a lot of counseling in when it comes to kidney or any other organ. But you'll see today I'm talking more about kidney because of mulipuko wa kidney that is going to happen. As I said, kidneys are only are transferred to very, very close relative. One is not to be used on stranger. And those who are harvesting kidneys from us know that better than we do. So, as I said, hearts, eyes, or uh, can be given to any other human being, but items such as kidneys are only given to very, very close relatives. These people who are harvesting, they are not taking it to close relatives. They are not even telling you where your kidney is. Once you get your 600,000, you go. That is that. But when it comes to kidneys, one has not only to be a very close relative, but tests have to be done to both the giver and the receiver. Now, when you hear that kidneys are being sold and the giver does not know who is the receiver, or if at all it will be given out, it also raises concern because you can also give out your kidney for educational purpose or whatever. The bodies like cadavers and whatever. So you are not told anything. You are just told you just gave out your money. You just give out your kidney, and you are given money, and that is that. One of the individuals has come out and publicly saying that he was paid 600,000. For a person of his stature, the amount is very encouraging. Maybe if the giver is of a higher status, he or she may be given more. The question now comes, why are people only why are people buying things that obviously will not be given to another human being? Why am I saying so? If it was a heart, you don't need to know who it will be given, because it can be given to anybody so long as your tissue alignment and your blood group aligns with the person to receive. But things such as kidney are given only to very, very close relatives. And that is why I ask myself again, the question now comes, why are people buying things that it is not going to be given to another human being? Can I say something? How would you feel if I told you that I want to buy your kidney for 2 million shillings and I'm going to do black magic on it? You remember the case of albinos in Tanzania? Please note that they have not gone to the morgue for a freshly dead person. As I said, there's a case where a doctor and his sons were caught leaving a morgue with the body organs of dead people. The same doctor had even been sued by a family, in that when the family were going to bury their person, they found that the person, some organs were missing from his body. So if it is something for what do you call academic or anything, why don't they go? Okay, I'm not saying that it is good, but if it is a must that students who are studying the pathology work should have a real human organ, heart, kidney, or whatever. Why are they not going for recently dead people to get that? Why are they harvesting from a person who is continuing living? You see, if you come from Luya land, it is very easy to suspect witchcraft there. It is obvious that those buying it insist that the giver should be alive. They insist that the giver should be alive. Then we ask ourselves, why? Why should the giver be alive? Eh? It is not, the kidney is not going to be given to your relative. It is not going to, you even don't know where it is being taken. But those people are insisting that. They are even ready to, to, to part with a lot of money for a living person. This obviously shows that some places have undertaken projects not dissimilar to devil worshipping. I would call upon the KMPDU, Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentist Union, to monitor medical facilities which are doing this and take deterrent measures. These are not the backstreet clinics and whatever. These are, like the one in Eldoret, is a very respected hospital. People will start fearing those facilities as your organ may be harvested, including when you are sedated. We all know the name of the medical facility in Eldoret, which does that. I'll be the last person to be surprised to find out that patients will not go there, and even those who are there will start thinking of being transferred to other places. For the donors, especially the kidney sellers, where one uses the front door and donates his or her kidney to a relative, there is an elaborate counseling session to both the giver and the receiver. Those who are willing to donate and those who are willing to receive, they openly go for sessions very detailed sessions, whatever. This counseling includes you being told the side effects and lifelong effects. For example, the person receiving your kidney, his body or her body may later reject that kidney. You will also be told, you the giver, you'll be told the circumstances. If you have two healthy kidneys, you're being told that for anybody who has a healthy kidney, when one kidney fails, the other one does the work. But you are being told that pray God very much, so that in future this one doesn't give up. Because if it gives up, you go to visit your maker. So there is that counseling and whatever. By the time they do the harvesting from you, are you already by the time they transfer your kidney to your relative, you are medically, physically, and psychologically prepared for it. It is different from these sellers whom you are just like this young man. He just went there, was told the way you go to a shop and say sukari ya Kabras ni pesa ngapi? You are told na sukari ya Nzoia na sukari ya Mumias. Okay, give me local sugar. I can afford. It doesn't happen that way. What happens is that these people just go there. You go. You are given your nini 600. You go away, and then as you can see from that young man, I think what is suffering more is the realization now of what he has done. I would not be shocked if he will not reach my age. Not that one kidney will kill him, but you see, we Christians say we live by faith. We live by faith. Now that his faith is dead, others say that it is better for the body to die than the spirit to die. In cases where a caregiver is a recently deceased person, individual, it should be taken. What am I trying to say? In cases where the giver is a recently deceased individual, it should be even taken that whatever he gives goes to the funeral. I want to tell people who their relatives had died recently, those people whose relatives died recently, or if the relative died after saying that he or she would not mind whatever, please don't make it as a business and start selling to the high to take advantage of that. I've just said in the last sentence that whatever is gotten should go towards funeral expenses. It should go for funeral expenses. I hope my Luhya viewers understand what I'm saying. Some traditions, such as Luhya tradition, detest gaining financially from such a situation. Before my cameraman switches off the camera, I believe that this is an international ring that is out to use human sacrifice for black magic. It is okay if one dies as a result of giving an organ to another person for a just reason. Maybe you contribute it because your so and so is dead. I mean, so and so has really been suffering. But then by bad luck, you die as a result. If you would not have offered your organ, like kidney, maybe you'd have lived, but you give it to another person in good faith. If you die in that way, it is okay. But let me repeat that sentence again. It is okay if one dies as a result of giving an organ to another person for a just reason. But you developing problems or even death for some money, that is for monetary values, however much it is bad. It also may happen that it is being sold for black magic. For tribes like Luhya, Kamba, and so on, I don't know how you'll feel it when you know that the body part that was taken, whether it was taken, whether you gave out through sale, whether you gave out in good faith, whether you gave it in whatever, just the thought that that body organ may be used as a human sacrifice, may be used for black magic, and so on and so forth. I think that one will really punish you for the rest of your life. Thank you.